Hello. So the power of underestimation. I did a poll today, and it's just still getting some views. I feel that in my life, mostly, I've been underestimated in my early childhood and kind of grown up. Though I was abused a lot when I went into education as a mature student. I didn't think I'd do that well at university. I'll be honest, I was dyslexic. I got a first degree in the end, which is fantastic. I never thought I'd get that achievement, and that was through working hard, 7 days a week, not having a day off. I do believe that behind me, long may he rest in peace, we all look to wisdom from people in history like Albert Einstein, who I think is, wonderful, had the smartest brain in history to some people's expertise on knowledge. But that's the thing, we always underestimate the power of our brains. Certainly, I feel in today's world where we've faced so many different stresses, still going through COVID, still people are dying globally, but tackling climate change, and we've got fires happening in Turkey, and we've got so many different events. I really feel that this is not just about good mental well-being, it's the state of people in the world, and even your friends and family may underestimate you. And that's a good thing. You're always going to come across people, companies, you go to job interviews and you get turned down. They're always going to say, you might, it's the word no. And, and I'm doing this massive campaign at the moment to raise a lot of money for several different charities, my first big major event, and it's going quite well. But I still feel sometimes when I pick up the phone and speak to people, or I send somebody an email, even though I've got good thought leadership around the world on LinkedIn, there is the underestimation that people think that, who are you? What company do you belong? How many employees you got? What's your turnover? I'm not saying those are the questions I get, but up here, it's the feeling of, right, I might not have a company worth $2 billion, but I'm still somebody that's recognized, and I can still help people. And I think sometimes we have to step out like Einstein did. I'm sure that he, in his early travels, people laughed at him, perhaps, I don't know. But he was one of the smartest people to live on this planet. And I'm not saying everybody else has got a smart brain, because we all have that access. I'm reading up on being more organized as a thought leader. So looking at information, how we store it, having organized drawers, our time management skills, it all matter. But we can, underestimate ourselves so much, but it becomes like a double barrier when others look at us and say, you can't do this, you can't do that, it's no for this, it's no for that. When I hear the word no, it means I'll work 3 times as harder to fight that, because I stand for equality. And whatever you're doing in life, it could be getting that job promotion, it could be starting your business, it could be raising your children. Never underestimate the power of underestimation, okay? Because you have the potential to change people's perceptions and your own inner self, more importantly, because that drives more than your mental well-being. That drives you to try harder, to fight harder, to raise that money, to do this. I'm learning new stuff about fundraising every single minute, literally. It's a new world for me, but I'm throwing all my resources at it. I don't have millions of dollars, okay, but I have this, and those that underestimate me, it's not about nothing like revenge or anything like that. It fuels I'm like Superman in a way. I get my energy from people to say no, so that in my head, right, I need to build a better framework. And I respect people's opinions, and that's important, that we do remain professional, and people don't meaningfully say you're not good at this, you can't do it. It's just these are the criteria we have. It's like, we go for a bank loan and they say no because of, you've got poor credit history. But you're trying to do something good. For example, you're trying to buy a car so you can start your business, and you get the answer no. And your business is based upon social entrepreneurship. So you're trying to help the community. That's a negative feeling, but maybe the bank to look at your finances and say, look, on your history, it's just not there. That's an underestimation, maybe, that you feel, but you can ride over that. So these are just my thoughts and feelings that I feel that I'm coming across slowly and over my lifetime, certainly from my educational experience as a teacher and how I grew my thought leadership, that you need to harness on to the power of underestimation. Okay, I will say that word right one day. Believe in yourself, even if others don't. Don't care what others think. Care what others think if you're working with them and you're building relationships, yes. But Einstein had it up here: his cleverness, his thoughtfulness, his knowledge, his empathy, his kindness. And I think that we can learn so much with so many more characters in society and business, men and ladies. Oprah Winfrey, you've got Tony Robbins, Gary Vee, you've got so many different entrepreneurs, a founder of Body Shop. There's so many. Spandex, I think, is another great business lady. You've got Deborah Meaden from Dragon's Den. I'm a favourite of her. There's so many. So never feel, and sometimes I know there's racial equality and there's other components. I'm going a little bit deeper now, but I think sometimes we do get underestimated in society from them, as in other people and companies, but also us. Use that, harness it, think to yourself, right, I can do this. It's not just about a can-do attitude. It's more about targeting your inner self and saying, right, this is a challenge. Let me brainstorm that. Let me take time out. Let me gain perspective and let me push back, and you will succeed. All right. So hopefully that's a little short motivational video for anybody that feels currently in life they're being underestimated, whether that's your inner self or an outsourced company or person, member in your family, anybody. Sometimes I know that I battle both, sometimes a lot, but I fight back with wisdom. And I think and that's what Einstein did so well. He was so clever, but his wisdom always outperformed his own, perhaps maybe his critical thinking. And that's why he was such a success. And we look to him as somebody in history that was, very successful. Thanks for watching. This is on YouTube. Please subscribe for more motivational videos. If you're on LinkedIn, please follow me as I produce more video content, more polls in my thought leadership and my brand learning for you to help people across the planet. Thanks for watching. Take care. God bless.